we're going to have any implications there. It depends. It depends because we've been talking about this new normal, and I don't know if we're going to be having a new normal. We have to just kind of wait and see. And I do think we will have changes in lifestyles due to COVID-19, but we do have to factor in some of these things that we're seeing right now. They won't stay forever. Some will, some won't. So it will be dependent on will more persons stay working from home. If more persons are working from home, that's going to impact car insurance significantly, because there are going to be less persons on the road, less traffic, less crashing. So that's something that can lower premium rates. So this depends on the society that we are ultimately probably transforming into, but we don't know right now. It's just kind of wait and see.
Okay. So we have another question. I don't know if you want to do the presentation.
Sure. Questions galore. Sure.
Do you have any recommendation to give to the HR professionals to improve their group health insurance coverage or help keep their premiums low?
That's a tough question. In terms of keeping their premiums low, I'm not sure if the HR individuals can really control that, unless they're going to, if they want to retain the same amount of coverage for the employees. Personally, I like to work somewhere that has good health care. So one way that HR professionals could keep the premium down is probably, get feedback from employees to see what services are more beneficial for them, and kind of tailor the group plan to
Continue.
Guys, so we can move on to life insurance. Good. Hopefully the questions will be a little bit more up my alley. And if any question comes about the health insurance side, I'm happy to answer those as well. So
remember viewers, what I was saying, if you understand what's happening already, right? You can just send us some hearts just to keep energy going.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Some thumbs up if you understand what Shantel is saying. If you have explained our answer to questions, you understand.
Yeah. So for life insurance, now this is where I personally think it gets interesting. This is what I'm passionate about. We've seen, right, that that's slightly different from an annuity, which provides you with coverage for up until you die. So you get payments while you're alive. Life insurance pays when you die, right? But both avenues are seeing similar impacts and having similar effects, and that's increased mortality. And with increased mortality, life insurers are going to see increased claims, because they have to pay out all the claims. If all the persons that have suffered from COVID-19, if they had life insurance coverage, they'll be calling their life insurance provider to get that benefit, right? On the flip side, for an annuity, if you suffered from COVID-19, if you were getting payments from the annuity, those annuity payments would stop upon your death. So that's just the general impact, the very, very basic impact to life insurance is that they've been seeing increased claims because life insurers are going to be getting claims when people die. And on the annuity side, annuity providers are going to be are going to be profitable, because if someone dies sooner than you would expect them to die, then the money that you would have had put aside to pay them until they die, that is beneficial to the annuity providers. So that's the basic our first impact. But the secondary impact that and I guess this is something that you would understand in being in the finance world, Omaro, is that it's causing a lot of problems in terms of the investment side of things. So it's been a double whammy for insurers in the sense that it's impacting their mortality or longevity risk. And I'm going to explain that in a second. And it's impacting their investment risk because of the low interest rates and the assets that life insurers have. We are seeing that they're going to face some significant investment losses based on the fact that there's such high market volatility right now. Do I need to stop for any questions?
Persons have questions? So Shantel, I know we have around 8 minutes. I'm not sure if you want to continue with the presentation or you want to open the floor.
I open the floor to questions. I think once we touch on life insurance, if we have any questions surrounding that, I can touch on that. If not, I can quickly wrap up what the impact will be for life insurers.
I have one here for you from our engineering team. So they're asking what sort of new product development can we expect coming from health insurance companies post-COVID-19?
Health insurance companies?
Yeah. I mean, that's if you can take that one.
And you would think I'm in the health insurance industry, but I'm not. But I can try to.
This would be more for the product development team then. Oh, okay. I get it. Okay, that's fine.
Well, I can't.
Well, what can we close to it? Is it something that maybe will be looked at or is something being explored now?
I didn't hear the last part of your question, Omaro.
I know you cannot answer directly, right? Because this is maybe not your department, right? You are more from the research department. So just based on this question, it would seem as if it's more related to somebody who's on the product team, right? So I'm asking maybe generally from your tenure there, is it something that is normally being looked at in terms of rolling out new products to meet demand?
Yeah, well, in terms of the product, I can't really say exactly how the product will change. But one thing I can say is that right now, health insurers it's becoming really hard for them to underwrite in a very manual fashion. So you probably have to do lab tests, and all of that goes through a very manual process to conduct the underwriting to see your pre-existing conditions. Now, what I do think what will happen to the health insurance industry is and it goes back to the digital transformation that I was speaking about earlier, is that we will see a lot of things going online, right? So health industry will probably see people having diagnosis via online chat, right? You meet with your doctor online, and that's your form of your checkup, right? Things are health insurers are looking to go more digital. They're seeing they're trying to have an increase in online application for certain health provision services. So I do think the industry right now, just because of COVID-19, is seeing that you can't just be backward and not be very technologically savvy. So they are going to be seeing that digital transformation in the healthcare industry for sure. And that's something that I know that health insurers are already talking about. They're trying to ensure that they can be more equipped for this digital age.
Shantel, I know we probably have a part 2 to this because I know you have a lot to say, but it's a very impactful discussion. Certainly all of our viewers need to be aware of, right? But we are definitely coming close towards the end, so we have around 4 minutes remaining. I'm sure what you can leave with us just to summarize all of what we would have covered tonight.
Yeah, for sure. So in terms of an overall summary, I'll say that right now, persons are we're going to see a lot of changes post COVID-19. And I'll leave with you one of the slides that one of the points that I was going to present, but we didn't get to, is that the pre-coronavirus world is going to look very different from the post-coronavirus world. We're seeing a lot of lifestyle changes. I don't know about you, but I just started getting back on my fitness journey. I'm working out. I'm being more health cautious. I'm eating healthier. A lot of things that we would have done more manually, it's leading to digital transformation, and it's going to ultimately have a positive impact on our society. And I just think, as young persons or whoever is listening on the live, is just to be very aware of the age that we're in, and just be adaptable and flexible. And COVID-19 is we don't know the impact. As actuaries, we don't have all the answers, and with all these changes that we're going to be seeing, we're going to have to take that into consideration in our modeling, and we will have to adapt. We'll have to be flexible. We have to think of new ways to come up with our assumptions. Right now, we're going to be seeing a large number of deaths for 2020. How we factor that in when we model mortality and longevity risk going forward is something that we have to think about. COVID-19 has been having a lot of socioeconomic effects. Persons that are, of a low economic status have been, suffering from COVID-19 more. Persons of older ages are been suffering from COVID-19 more. And just countries that have a very geographical makeup that makes them more susceptible to coronavirus, it has been more impacted. We saw the case with Italy, we saw the case in New York. And, all those different facets right now, as we really don't know how it will play out in the long run, but we do have a lot to learn and just stay abreast with, what's going on. And
She has been in for 20 minutes. So, hey, Jelitza, welcome, guys. So we have around a minute. So we're just wrapping up. So all in all, what Shantel is saying, insurance premiums are very likely to get affected coming out of COVID-19. So we're very interested to have her come on back for a part 2. Hey, Jelitza, just to maybe elaborate further, I know that Shantel definitely has a mouthful in terms of, well, she even had a very simplified and a very long presentation to go through today, but just based on time constraint, we're not able to go through everything today. So we're very likely to have Shantel on a part 2. So if you're just joining in, we were exploring how insurance premiums are likely to get affected by COVID-19 in the medium term. Shantel, I think you were wrapping up maybe another 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, so you were saying that, yeah, so I will say that insurance premiums, the insurance industry will see changes, and what those changes are is very dependent on, one, the insurer. Each insurer will have their own view of what the future is and how they decide to change their processes, change their underwriting. We don't have all the answers right now, largely because the data is still coming in. The data is still very fresh, limited. We're not able to do the in-depth modeling that we'd want to do for the long term right now. And it's largely dependent on the long-term impact of COVID-19. We are still figuring it out. A lot of persons are speculating whether this is just a one-time thing or will it have long-lasting impacts on the financial status of the economy? Will it have long-term impacts on persons' health? Will it have long-term impacts on how people live their life? And right now, it's still playing out. And depending on how everything plays out, the actuary, the underwriter, the insurance company has to adjust their models accordingly.
Excellent. See a lot of persons saying yes to the part 2. So persons who are interested in a part 2, you can just send a thumbs up and also send some hearts in the process, right? So if you have questions, you can post them in the chat, and we will definitely see how best we can have Shantel address them. But we are definitely at the end of this program for this evening. We're keeping it very short, just based on your feedbacks again, right? So we are now down from 1 hour 30 to now 1 hour flat, right? Right, Jelitza? So the person said yes to the part 2. Sarah, yes to the part 2. Nicole, definitely. All right. All right. So we see a lot of persons saying yes to part 2. So Shantel, we're very likely to have you in the very near future for a part 2, just to further elaborate, and even want you to touch on even the Ebola crisis right now in Congo, right? Arabi, right? So Shantel, it has been swell.
Thanks for having me, and thank you so much for tuning in during quarantine. It's appreciated, and I would love to come back for a part 2.
Definitely, we'll have it for a part 2. So folks, we're just wrapping up now. So seems we're at the end of another exciting week of navigating the financial storm. Remember, you can always catch the repeat on the YouTube channel at BIInstitute. That link is in the bio, so right. So you can always check it out. So once you access the link and you are now on the YouTube channel, you can always like, subscribe, and share, right? And always hit the notification bell so that you are alerted on all our new updates, right? Our latest updates. So you can go and check out part 3 of Navigating the Financial Storm on YouTube. So tune in again next week, same time, same place. Remember also to follow the IG page, right? We're now across 1,000 followers. We're expecting to reach 2,000 followers next week, right? Or maybe that's an unreal expectation, right? But I'm definitely up for the challenge, right? Where we're providing financial education to everybody, financial literacy. So it has been a pleasure. I am Omaro Hutchinson, your financial Bredren.
Shantel Aris-Bryan, your actuarial person, yeah.
Shantel, that's why I said you should have had that drink, you know. So remember, water. So remember, big up our sponsors, K Studios, Black Knights Graphics, Hillview Sports Bar, and also Basic Entertainment, A&N, and everybody that's loved and supports us, right? Financial Bredren, tune in next week.